as you can see on the screen, today we are going to work with pre, post, increment, decrement. That is a very, very important concept. When you are appearing for an interview, they can ask you this question: what is the difference between pre and post increment or decrement, and how they are going to implement. So today quickly we are going to work with these type of concepts and how we are going to implement it. We will start with a variable declaration. For example, n is equals to 9, and if I say n plus plus, that is increment, but this type of increment is called as post increment. And if I say n, and before I put plus plus here, and if I put it like this, that is called as pre increment. In the similar manner, if I change the sign to n minus minus, that will be post decrement, because we are decrementing it. And in the similar manner, if I say minus minus n, this is your pre decrement. So post decrement, pre decrement, post increment and pre increment. That is, funda is clear that the syntax will be like that. Now the question arises, if I am putting like this plus plus or like this, so what is the difference between the both? If you are, remember this, if you are incrementing like this, there is no difference if you just put it n plus plus or plus plus n. And I just set up here, if I say printf and if I say %d, just be there and see %d, and if I put n here and if I put semicolon, so n is initialized to 9 and I am saying n plus plus or plus plus n. That means n is incremented one time, single increment, so it will be 10 here. And when I say here increment, then again it will be incremented and the value will be 11. If I just try to run the code, and if the code is right, it will give me the value for that, whatever the value is incremented. Exactly, it is giving the same which we are saying. But what is the difference then? It is incrementing by the both methods. What is the difference? Difference will be when we are working them, when we are putting the both n plus plus or plus plus n in printf, in printf statement or in any calculation, then the difference will be there. We will see both one by one. So for example, if I just delete them from this and if I say n plus plus, it is incrementing the value, but this time I'm saying it is a post increment. That is, it is going to increment, but it is going to increment after printf statement. That means in this case the value should be 10, but it will return 9, because I am saying post increment. That means it will print the value first and then it will increment the value. Now if you want to check it, you can check with the one printf statement again. So if I say printf and if I say now %d here and if I try to put n here, just see, very interesting, but it seems to be difficult for the students because they are not getting the concept while going through these concepts. So if I just try to run the code, and I'll see the first value will be 9 and the second value will be 10. Yes, exactly, it is giving me the same value which I want. So 9 and 10. Is that clear? So this is your post increment. What if I'm not putting plus here and if I'm putting plus before, that means it's now pre increment. It's not post now, it is pre increment. Now pre means anything I have put the plus plus sign, that means you have to calculate it first and then you have to print it. So that means plus plus increment, so that means 9 to 10. So it will be 10 now, and now I'm saying after incrementing you have to print it, so it will display 10 and it will be 10 two times, 10 and 10, because I am printing it 2 times, so it will be 10 and 10. See, machine is just for checking the knowledge. All the thing which you have to do with your brain. So when the concepts are clear, then these all things are very easy for us. This is your pre and post increment. In the similar manner, if you work for the decrement, so I just change this variable here with the decrement, so that is the same thing. Now it is changed to post. It is now changed to post, not increment, to decrement. That means now n minus minus. That means 9 minus minus means it should give me 8, but it will not give the 8 value, it will give 9, because it will decrement. If I print it next line, it will say 9 and 8. Post means first you have to do the same printf statement and then you have to decrement. See, it is going with the same 9 and 8. Okay, I think it's clear now. But if I try to put it instead of post, if I say pre here, this is not post now, this is your pre. So pre decrement. Now the decrement is pre, that means you have to decrement, that machine will decrement it one time and then the next line will also 8. So I'll get 2 times 8, not the 9. So if I just check the machine, I'll see yes, I am getting the same result, 8 and 8 2 times. So in this way, the pre-increment and post-increment and pre-decrement and post-decrements are working in C programming and in other programmings like Java, like Python, like C#, in C++. It's the same, but the concept you should learn how it is going to work with the other programmings also. So I think it's clear now for us. If anybody will ask us the question what is pre-increment, post-increment, it is easy for us now. So I think you get your answer. So if you really like my videos, please share with your friends, like the video, subscribe the channel. I'll meet you in the next chapter of programming. Till then, take care. Bye bye.